Who's getting your round of applause and who's getting your side eye right now?
Getting my applause. I was very, very impressed with Alexandra Eala. I mean, I could not be more proud of how she not only
Oh, this
played
week. Yeah, this week.
this
Yeah.
past week, I think, and she had about the best breakout as you could have, not just in who she beat, how she beat him, but her energy, her tenacity, her smile. She looked like she was as comfortable as anything in the whole process. Like she was meant to be there. Obviously, very impressed with her. I was very impressed. Uh, was very impressed with Jessica Pagula for sure for where she's going. I was very impressed with, and this one here might surprise you. I was very impressed with Emma Raducanu. She has played some of the best tennis that I have seen to date in her, and I'm talking even from her U.S. Open run several years ago. Emma Raducanu, Alvin, you heard her right here. It's back. She's playing some great tennis right now, playing with some confidence. It was perhaps one of the best. She was one of the best stories I felt of this Miami Open, and here's why I say that: because it looks as if she's no longer doubting herself. She's playing the kind of tennis she knows she's capable of. She's not playing victim. She's not playing woe is me. And she is actually striking the ball, taking the ball early, serving well. To me, when I see a player playing within themselves and playing well, I'm always happy to see that because I kind of feel like they're going to raise the level of everybody around them. Who's getting my side eye? Who am I concerned with?
Hold on, before you go concern list, let's go back a second here. I want to talk about Alex Ayala first before I come to Imran Kanu. So Alex, I think the comp with Alex, the lazy comp is like 2K25 Fernandez. Like, yeah, it's lefty, a Filipino descent. I know Layla is not Filipino, but you get there's some similarities there. Babolat racket, the whole deal. Yeah. But it's very okay. When Iga won her first French Open, a lot of casual fans are like, "Oh, who is this girl come out of nowhere?" It's like, no joke. This girl won Junior French Open last year. Just this is not an accident. And sometimes it's the through line between junior greatness to professional success. On the men's side, it generally takes longer.
Oh, 100%.
On the women's side,
Took
sometimes
Fed
it's
5 years.
quick. Yeah, sometimes on the women's side it's quick, but as fans of professional tennis, we don't also sometimes see what happens on the junior side. So just players are unaware of. Like Alex Ayala won Junior U.S. Open in 2023, and I found out about her 3 months later. I had to go back and double check this yesterday. Like I watched the YouTube video of this random girl's ITF YouTube video of a day in the life of an ITF player, and it was her training at Rafa Nadal's academy, and
Yep.
she'd been there for 6 years.
Right.
It's like, okay, so this didn't just happen overnight. Like this is what she's doing. And it was funny, like some of the drills they were doing in practice that they were filming in 2023. You could see it in her match.
100%.
And I was watching the match very intently against Jessica. I was like, oh, she on purpose. If you try to go high to that forward and back her, you leave it hanging. She's coming in the court, taking that thing off the rise, boom, right? And it was like, oh, that's cool. I believe in that. If she's ready to go, which seems like she is, what I saw this week was repeatable, and that's encouraging. Now, the Emma of things. If Emma Raducanu had never won the U.S. Open, this would be a great pop on the scene. Do you know this is the best tournament she's had since the U.S. Open that she won?
Percent.
This
And
is
I am taking
this is the best. This is literally the
Open,
best result. The best result she's had since winning the U.S. Open
and I
3
am
years
taking
ago.
that tournament with her and Layla and putting it off to the side as the Cinderella story that it was. She's playing quality tennis right now, Alvin. She's playing quality tennis. Do I think she's going to be a Grand Slam champ again? I do not. But she's playing top 10 ball right now. And I'm going to tell you, back to my quote on Jessica, she played Jessica strong and has never, in my opinion, played that well. She was one of those players I talked about that kind of ran into the player that beat the player. The player that played the aging player, the player that, and just happened, the draw fell just right and she got it. Good for her. Not taking that.
I'm willing to forget everything that's ever happened on a tennis court with Emma Raducanu before March of 2025. I'm willing to forget. She is as new to, at this point. I'll let her be as new to me as Alexandra Eala is. This is year one.
If you do that, you'll be impressed.
I am impressed because here's the thing, because I've watched a lot of Emma's matches, and let's take the results out of it. Like a lot of what we've seen with her with the up and down has been a lot about her fitness, and just not fitness, but being healthy, right? So let's assume she's healthy, but
her mental fitness as well.
Sure. But from a on court standpoint, there are things that I saw this week that are different. She has never been one to be as dominant with the forehand as I've seen her be this week, and that is a
striking it now, Alvin.
Yeah, look, dictating with it. Like the backhand's been as clean as Christmas as long as since the first time I've seen her hit a ball. But that forehand and actually being able to go serve +1, dictate with the forehand from the middle of the court. That's a hallmark of top tier gas pedal tennis, which is the type of tennis that she should be
trusting it.
Yeah. And if I miss one, I'll do it again. And so that's the positive side that I'm willing to say, okay, let's forget everything that's happened before here. If you're healthy and you're ready to go and you're feeling good, she had a weird run in the UAE with a little bit of stock on the court. Okay, a lot's happened, but we're here now. And what I saw in the last 2 weeks, girl's playing good tennis, and she looks like a better tennis player than she looked in the last 18, 24 months. And that's what I should be saying about someone who's
last 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's what you should be saying about someone who's 22 years old, right? Like, oh, they're still getting better. That's a good sign, because I do think her top end is probably top 10, which is, you can make a career. That's a career. This is your job. And so I think that's that's fantastic.
And she looked happy with herself and what she's been able to do, and that has that compound effect. Right?
Yeah, and build.
You start to have results. You work harder, you have more results. Before you know it, you start working harder because you're like, you know what, this is great. Now I'm only getting better. And so that's why I mentioned that about it. It was very refreshing to see.